Hey guys, Be Good Burb here. So today we're doing a little bit of a different kind of video. I wanted to go over one of the, probably the best, in my opinion, spawner in Monolith Defense, which is the chemical plant, or chem plant as the community and also I call it. Basically, there's this thing going around with chem plant that if you've played Raid in public servers enough, you've probably seen. And it's kind of really annoying, so I kind of wanted to discuss it. But for those who don't know what chem plant is, because you're in a military or aquatic main, or you're a radioactive main that doesn't use chem plant for some reason, well, then let me clue you in. Basically, chem plant is your generic spawner tower in Roblox tower defense games. It spawns a vehicle every now and then that runs across the track with decently high HP, rams into enemies. However, this one's a bit different. Well, yes, when it dies, it does explode like normal. It leaves a bubble where it dies, which, well, because it's a chemical plant and a radiation unit, it gives off a radioactive field, kind of like the radiation emitter does. And anything that enters that field will be given the radiation effect. This is really cool in combination with itself. Basically, it synergizes with itself because radiation in itself not only does it slow, making it so that the chems have more time to get more hits in, but it also does chip damage to the enemies, making it so the chemical plants themselves aren't the one taking all the damage, so they can wipe through crowds of enemies easily. Level 4 gives it a gunner on top of that, which will slowly maul down all the enemies in front of it. And when you have a bunch of level 4s, oh lord, the enemies do not survive for long. So you both have the radiation and also the gunners doing chip damage, basically making it so the chem plants themselves are taking less and less damage. And at max level, it gets a cannon, which does splash damage, and also makes its fire rate on the blasters faster. So all of this is just amazing. Also, this, as Ascension 3, it can have... Level 1 will have about, 100 HP at Ascension 3. Level 5 has up to 5,000 at Ascension 3, depending on if you're using Nuke Silo. Yeah, I forgot to mention, Nuke Silo will buff how much HP the chem plant has, making Nuke Silo a great combo with this. So, if it's so good, then why does nobody like this thing? I've seen it on tier lists, and it's not in A or S tier, which it really should be, considering how great this is even at lower ascensions, because this can easily deal with stuff like salmon and two-headed fish, which slow down at later parts of the track, not only letting them be more weak to the splash damage and radiation bubble, they'll be in the radiation bubble longer, that is, of the chem plant, but also just, in general, this does amazing DPS. And compared to Abyssal Cave, which is very expensive, while it does give good stuff back, it is very expensive late game, and overall is outclassed. And Legion of Frost, which is very early game, supportive type defensive, this is really the only tower that can handle its own as a spawner, which I haven't seen much in tower defense games. Usually the spawners are something you put on the side to catch some leaks. But this is actually something you could heavy invest into and you'll get actual rewards from it. So why does nobody like this thing? Well, it's because of the bug I mentioned a little bit at the beginning of this video. Basically, if you guys remember back in 2021, Frost Invasion, right? TDS, military-based bug. Wipes through, hardcore is just no longer a challenge because all you have to do is just spam down 5 military bases as soon as you can, and the game lags out so bad that enemies basically stop moving. Imagine that, but on, I don't know if it's worse or better. The enemies don't slow down, nearly as much. At least, not to my knowledge. However, if you have all 3 types of spawners, you can have horrible things. I have so many screenshots from the Discord of people showing this crap off. And some people even take joy to having this stuff happen to them or doing it themselves. Honestly, the reason that I can't play raid in public servers. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, well, it makes raid so easy. Yeah, but it makes it take 1, 2, 3 even hours. Raid, I've done raid in like 17 minutes, and you're making it take 2 hours? Why? Just why? Also, you can have, just so you can do raid without having to have any skill. Like, what's the point in that? Literally, all you need to do is do some grinding. You can make Chem plant. I used it to solo raid with radiation. It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard to use. Like, it's like, literally, you can use this tower the correct way in raid, yet people still choose to use it in this stupid manner. And it's like, it's horrible. Like, I've even seen this one guy, Shadow Merger, right? He's on top of the raid board. He plays raid constantly in public servers. Like, you see this guy, if there's someone else who knows what they're doing and can help him defend the other path that he's not defending, you basically just automatically win. And I've seen him, he's not active in the Discord, or her, I don't know, but they're not active in the Discord. But the only time I've seen them ever send anything, it was complaining about this raid bug, and I completely agree. It's stupid. Why would you ever use this? It's not that hard to find good people to do raid with. Well, I mean, I guess nowadays when the game's not, when the game's dry a bit for updates, yeah, maybe, but like still, it's pretty easy to find, nonetheless, good people who can do raid with you. So basically, in short, don't use this bug. Don't encourage anyone to use this bug. I'm looking at you, Monolith Defense Discord. Also, use Chem plant the right way. It's very good. It's a really good tower. I heavily suggest you just try it out, especially if you're a radiation maid. But yeah, that's basically all I got here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah. Be good, Burb out.